Now I am going to take you through a journey through one of our projects and how we incorporate all these design features into in the design stage. Now here you see this was a center spread on New York Times. It's not a poster from a film called Singh is King, but you see this is Inner Mongolia in China, and you see many people. This is the site which was given, and this was a unique project which happened about 1.5 years back. Herzog de Meuron, who designed also the Bird Nest Stadium, they chose 100 architects from all over the world to make a park with one house each by these architects. So we were chosen from India, and each one is doing one building there. I am going to show you what factors went into the design of this house that we designed. We went in the winters. It was minus 25 degrees, and because the wind is from the north side, you get gentle slopes on the north, and you get sheer cuts in the sand dunes on the south side. Where the sun is shining, there is no snow. So this was the kind of landscape which was existing. It became our inspiration for the house. Secondly, what we did was there were two traditional types of houses which are existing in this region. One is called the Yadung, which is a dwelling inside the earth. So they have 2 floors inside the earth, which are coated in the middle. That's the basic form. And the other side you have what is called a yurt. It used to be a tent in Mongolia with 2 poles in the middle, which is very unique that they had 2 poles, and it was more or less symmetrical to take care of the winds, and it was also easily portable. What we are doing here is we are combining the two, and the same form we are opening out to the south. Earlier they were symmetrical from all the directions because they could not resist the winds, but now with new materials we can open the houses. So ours is in the middle, which is a section which is combined from both of them, and a plan which also comes from both of these. This is a site given to us. The factors which are affecting the site: there is a wind, very cold wind from the north side. You have 7 degrees of angle in the geometry of the site which was given to us. The sun, which is very shallow, about 9 degrees from the horizontal, from the north or from the south side, and you have the road access from the east.
Architecture can be made sustainable by common sense approach. So this is what I was trying to put across. I'll just give you a kind of a case study of one of our projects that we did at Hyderabad. It was for TCS. Our goal was to meet the client's requirements, of course, and conceive an energy efficient facility. It was a blessing at Hyderabad to have full grown trees, So we were very, very particular when we went about getting the contractor on board, and he started the setting out at site. We ensured that we visited the site, and we actually asked him to move a couple of the buildings a little bit here and there, so that we were able to save a lot of boulders and trees. Now, boulders are, you look at boulders and you can think of Hyderabad. That's it's a character available only in Hyderabad, so we didn't want to kind of let go of that. Hyderabad has got rocky strata, so when we actually surveyed the property, we saw this was a low-lying area. It used to collect a little bit of water during the monsoons, and then maybe by around September, October, it would kind of dry off. So what we did is that we actually started digging the place, and we hit hard rock, actually sheet rock at about 3 meters to 6 meters, across this entire length. And sheet rock did not allow the water to penetrate beyond it further. So what happened is that we decided to kind of stop it at that point. We did not want to drill it further and create cracks in the sheet rock. We left it at that. We lined whatever boulders we kind of excavated in between, the minor chota mota boulders. We kind of used them to line the entire lake all around by just compacting it. And we used murum to fill those gaps between the boulders. 2 monsoons later, it's actually been able to hold water through the year. And that's a big blessing for a project at Hyderabad.
much of the inspirations come from what we see around us. Sometimes it could be the kind of light that we see. Sometimes it's the patterns that we find in nature. Much of this, actually, to be honest, we keep looking at nature to inspire our designs and how to translate from nature ideas that can actually excite the project. In the interior, we had to have a false ceiling. So when you see, the interior is all false ceiling, but there, what we did was we used recycled plywood, which came off these packaging boxes. So we used recycled plywood there and put insulation in between. So you had the steel roof. Sorry, I'll just go back. You had the metal roof there, and underside of it, the structure is also metal, the roof is also metal sheet, and then you have plywood and insulation there. You have inside, it seems very warm because you have exposed brick. All these things also, the windows, the railings, everything is made from packaging boxes. It's basically pine wood, which comes, Volvo factory, Hyundai factory, all these factories have parts that come from abroad. And they come packaged in this waterproof treated wood, which we took and we used it in several projects since then. So this is the veranda where you actually see, normally in a traditional house, the veranda comes down. Instead, we thought, this is where they see the sky. So the roof has to lift up. It lets you see the sky instead of, in Bangalore, actually, the weather is not so warm, so you can actually see the sky. It doesn't feel so hot, and you'd rather see the expanse of the sky than not.